Hey, good evening to you, and welcome here to the campus of Montana Tech as we are at Valley Bank Arena. Montana Tech taking on the Battlin Bears of Rocky Mountain College, a Frontier Conference matchup here as we are quickly approaching the end of the regular season, which it just seems nuts, but we have 2 home games remaining today and tomorrow. Carroll College will be in the house tomorrow for senior day. The Digs will go on the road for their final 2, and then we'll get ready for the playoffs. So already we are approaching the end of this ride. As we take a look here, let's look at the standings here first, shall we? These are the standings in the Frontier Conference. As you see, the University of Providence, I have them as number 2. They're obviously number 1. Providence, the number 1 team in the country. They're 19-0, 26-1 overall. As Eastern Oregon took a loss to, I believe it was Southern Oregon. Either way, University of Providence, number 1 team in the country. Bellevue also in that top 10. Then you have Northern Tech, Carroll, and Dakota State all receiving votes, and you would have to assume that's going to continue as all of those are really strong teams as we make our way towards that playoff picture. We're going to get our national anthem, so with that, I'll remove this, and we'll pause here for a moment. Hey, once again, welcome back here to the campus of Montana Tech. Let's take a look at those standings again here as our starters being introduced on the floor. Now, remember, as we get ready for that Frontier Conference tournament, it will be held at Carroll College and the Carroll PE Center. And the thing to remember is the top 8 will go. So 9 through 12 will not be invited. So still a little bit of wiggle room there to find out who's going to end up in that playoff hunt at Carroll College. But right now, things are stacking up pretty well. Montana Tech getting ready to take on Rocky. They beat Rocky the first time through in Billings, and we will see what happens here in round 2 as Montana Tech taking on the Battlin Bears of Rocky Mountain College. We have a moment here still. Let's go ahead and take a look at our key matchup here. The Digs come in 10-8 in the Frontier. Rocky Mountain College 1-17 in Frontier Conference action. And as you look down through the list, Montana Tech 12.07 kills per set, 11.55 assists per set, and 2 blocks per set. I always continue to bring it up, but that blocks per set number has gone up dramatically as the year has gone on. And in my estimation, it has given them wins. I mean, they have wins because of their ability to get up and block shots. And it has made a big impact this year. The Digs, 16.1 points per set. On the other side, Rocky Mountain College, 9.57 kills per set, 8.91 assists per set, so 1.44 blocks per set, and 12.2 points per set for Rocky Mountain College. Like I say, we're making our way towards that conference tournament, and we'll see how everything shakes out. Montana Tech starters being introduced as Emmy Green out on the floor, along with Talon Dodson. Also out for the Digs at center is going to be Kennedy Oman. Actually, that Oman at middle hitter, my apologies. Reese will start at center. Reese Layton And Reese, the next one out. The junior out of Idaho. Next down the line for Montana Tech is Kennedy Wilmore, one of the 4 seniors that we will be celebrating tomorrow for Senior Day. So Kennedy Wilmore. Next out, Madison Beery. Beery, the sophomore out of Boise. Just continues to play really well for Montana Tech, and really one of the main focuses when I talk about that blocks per set. She has had a huge hand in that at middle. And last but not least, Brooklyn Hayes. Hayes is wearing the green here today as the libero for Montana Tech. She and Amy Green have kind of shared that throughout the season. We've even seen Coach Solomon switch mid-game, honestly. And it feels like Brooklyn Hayes has held that honor here in the last several matches. So again, thanks for joining us as we get ready to roll here. Montana Tech still led by Kennedy Wilmore. 3 kills per set. She hits 249. And honestly, I mean, she's just had such a great career. Has just an absolute cannon attached to her right shoulder. Peyton Treadwell is the young lady that I almost expected those numbers to be a little bit better. I think Peyton has had a phenomenal junior year. She has just been playing so well all year for Tech. She has 191 total kills. She's hitting 220, or excuse me, rather, she has 2.27 kills per set and hitting 241. Talon Dodson, the young freshman out of Texas, has 2.3 kills per set and hitting 170 on the year. On the other side for Rocky Mountain College, people we have to watch out for here. You have Caitlin Wood, 128 kills, averaging 1.83 kills per set. She's hitting 234. Sadie Meyer is a sophomore. She has 1.75 kills per set. And Josie West, an outside hitter, a junior, is averaging, looks like 1.79 kills per set, hitting about 100. So again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. Remember, we have volleyball tomorrow, basketball tomorrow. We'll keep you updated on that, give you our schedule. So we are underway. Reese Layton starting with the service. To the outside, kept alive by Layton, tipped through. Rocky Mountain College adjusts from the 10-foot line into the block. As getting hands on it, Kennedy Wilmore. And the first point will go to Montana Tech on the block. Reese Layton continues to serve. That one from the 10-foot line, not a whole lot on it. Montana Tech should get a good look. Omen to the back line. Dug out. Rocky will serve that one across. Near side, Wilmore. Nothing there. Good block in the center by Omen, and that's going to be point number 2. Kennedy Omen, the junior out of Plain City, Utah, with the block. I feel like the middle has just continually gotten better and better for Montana Tech as this year has gone on. Dug out in the back line. That one's thrown to the back corner, and it will hit the stripe for a point. So Rocky Mountain College will get the side out, and they'll get the serve here. Tech leading 2-1. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. Montana Tech tomorrow hosting Carroll College. And back to serve here for Rocky is Casile. Green passes that one up. Montana Tech gets it across. Rocky Mountain College unable to scramble to keep that one alive, and that will be point Montana Tech. So the Digs will get the side out. And back to serve here for Montana Tech is Austin Long, the sophomore out of Billings West. So Long. That one's going to go into the net. First service error here for the Digs. Tech leading 3-2. Bears substitution here. And in to serve is Kira Ban. Ban, sophomore from Huntley Project. Floats that one across. Set to the outside. Big swing and a kill for Peyton Treadwell. So Treadwell just kind of picks up where she had to let off. She's been a huge spark plug for this Orediggers team this year. especially as they kind of battled some injury and some players unable to play early on. Rocky goes toward the back corner. Dug out by Long. Montana Tech bump set. Beery try to slam it down. Rocky able to adjust. Long again, this time back set. Dodson. Dodson's going to get the kill. So Talon Dodson will get the kill. Montana Tech leading 5-2. So Brooklyn Hayes to serve, the sophomore. Bounces off the tape. Rocky. Back set to the outside. That is inside the block. Point Battlin Bears. I believe it was Meyer, Sadie Meyer, with a big cut that time. And Rocky trailing 5-3. Back to serve here is Muller. Kyla Muller, defensive specialist out of Battleground, Washington. And Muller hammers that one to the back line. Near side, big swing and a kill. Treadwell again. So Treadwell will get her second kill. And Montana Tech will get the quick side out. Layton will check out. Ellie Reinertson, the freshman, will check in. And also out for Montana Tech is Piper Jetty. Reinertson, the southpaw. From the 10-foot line, nice dig. Montana Tech back set. Jetty can't find the floor. Rocky. This one from the back line. Tech should get a free ball here. They'll set to the middle. Tipped up over the block. Rocky now with a good look. And that one's tipped out. Point Battlin Bears. So with the point that time is going to be Fouth, Olivia Fouth, freshman out of Stevenson, Washington. I feel like I should be better prepared geographically than I am every week. Back to serve is Roediger. And that is going to get through. Is it outside the pin? It is. So that will go for an ace. The Bears within one. Hayes looked like she kind of hesitated before she went after that one. Kind of just took her balance off. Piper Jetty's shot blocked. Kept alive. Jetty will get another look. Good block set by the Bears. Tipped over. So the Bears will get another look. They'll go to the middle. Big hit and a kill. So the Battlin Bears will tie us up at 6 as the kill will go to Kisseel. Amelia Kisseel, an outside hitter, a sophomore out of Poland. Obviously, we're related. To the outside, big hit and another kill for Treadwell. This time they move her over to the right side. She'll check out. Emmy Green will check in. Emmy, the senior out of Boise. Again, one of the 4 seniors we will celebrate tomorrow. And Green. And that's going to go in for an ace. So Emmy Green will get the ace. She has done a really nice job with service this year. That one to the back line. Good pass, nice set. Big hit into the block. Piper Jetty is there with Beery. And the Digs will get another block. Montana Tech leading 9-6. Green continues to serve here for Montana Tech. From the back line, Green floats that one in. Rocky to the middle. Off the block. And that is, whoop, nope. Sorry, from here I thought we had a touch. So that will go to Montana Tech. Diggs leading 10-6. And Green will continue to serve. Good pass, back set with an opening. And a nice shot down the line that time, the kill for White. Rachel White, the junior out of Utah, will get the kill. And Rocky will get the side out in the serve. Albert back to serve. Zoe Albert, defensive specialist, playing the barrel here today. To the back line. Back set, Piper Jetty. That one's dug out, trying to keep it alive, and that's going to be a kill for the Bears. Bears within 2. Montana Tech leading 10-8. And continuing to serve is Alberts. Albert. Green. Long set across. Kennedy Wilmore can't get much on it. Rocky with an opportunity in the middle. Green digs it out. Kennedy Wilmore with some heat. And she'll get that one in for the kill. So Kennedy Wilmore will get the kill. So Wilmore picks up her second kill of the game on 3 swings. And back to serve for Montana Tech, Malia Harris. Harris from Anaconda. And knocking that one into the nets is Casil. Honestly, Casil got a much better piece of that than I expected. That was a really long and nicely executed bump serve over the back. Near side, back line, knocked straight in the air. That one goes into the rafters, and Montana Tech just bumps it across. Rocky with a free one. On the slide, and that's going to be a kill. With the kill is Wood, Caitlin Wood, junior out of Eugene, Oregon. Diggs leading 12-9. As back to serve here for Rocky Mountain College looks like Mentink. Kristen Mentink, a sophomore from Colorado. 5'7" setter. And she'll float that to the back line. Short set to the middle. That is over the top. Rocky scrambles, does a nice job getting it over. Montana Tech set to the outside. Kennedy Wilmore throws it to the back line, and that's another kill for her. Montana Tech up 13-9. Kennedy Wilmore's third kill. Montana Tech hitting 400 so far in this first set. Rocky Mountain College at 143. And back to serve, Reese Layton. Layton, that one comes across the net and dies. Nice job getting it up, Rocky, over the net. Tech to the outside, big swing, Kennedy Wilmore. 4th kill of the match for Kennedy. Tremendous elevation, and just hammers it. Tech up 14-9. So the Digs will look to continue this run here. Bump set to the 10-foot line. That one scrapes the tape, goes back the other way. Rocky with a fresh look. Nice dig by Green. Late into the outside, Wilmore's shot is blocked. Getting there is Casil and Wood. So Rocky will get it back. As they'll get the side out, and back to serve is Casil. Floats that one deep, handled by Hayes. Short set to the middle. Well played by the Bears. Bump set to the outside, off the block, and point for the Battlin Bears as Meyer will get the kill. Meyer, her second kill of the match. Montana Tech leading 14-11. Hayes receives to the outside, and the kill will go down for Talon Dodson. So Talon Dodson, the redshirt freshman, will get her second kill of the match. 2 kills on 2 swings. Montana Tech continues to hit at a high clip, hitting .368 as a team. That one rifles in. Rocky does a nice job keeping it up. Tipped up over the top. Montana Tech to the outside. Dodson. Good hustle by the Bears, and they get it over. Montana Tech. Layton to the outside. Not much there for Treadwell. Rocky tries to answer, and the block is set. Dodson and Oman are there. And Montana Tech will get another block, leading 16-11. Tech with 3 total blocks so far here in this first set. Long to serve. Dug out, Rocky. Nice set on the far side, and that one gets through the block. And that will be a nice kill for Rocky Mountain College. Fouth, Olivia Fouth, the outside hitter. She's a freshman. And a Fouth here as of right now picks up her second kill. Bears down by 4. Short set, Oman. Good hustle by the Bears. Back to the outside, gets past the block. Tight to the net. And that is point, Rocky. Bears grabbing some momentum here in the first set. Montana Tech leading 16-13. Service down the line, and that one's going to sail wide. 17-13, Montana Tech by 4. And the Digs back to serve Brooklyn Hayes. Again, the top 8 in conference will meet in Helena for the Frontier Conference Championship, or Frontier Conference Tournament, excuse me. Kept alive, near side, Dodson to the back corner. That one's going to sail long. So that one sails long on Dodson. The Bears will get the side out, trailing by 3. 17-14. As we get a few breaks, we'll keep you updated on everything we have going on tomorrow. Back set. Big swing, Talon Dodson. Big kill for Dodson. That is her 3rd. So tomorrow is a busy day here on campus. 2 p.m. tomorrow, Montana Tech will be hosting Carroll College in a Frontier Conference matchup here in volleyball. And that is senior day, final home game for the Digs in the regular season. And that is going to be an ace for the freshmen as Ellie Reinertson will get the ace. The Digs go up 19-14. And that's not all we have going on tomorrow. Also tomorrow, Montana Tech, the women's basketball team is back in action. They'll take on the College of Idaho at 5:30 tomorrow. We'll have that for you as well here on Digger Vision. Good serve, Reinertson. Into the block, and that's going to fall for a point. Great job in the center again as Piper Jetty and Madison Beery both holding their ground, get another block. That's 4 total blocks for the Digs in the first set. They lead 20-14, and that one's going to sail long. So Ellie Reinertson with the service error as that one floats long on her. Montana Tech by 5. 20-15 our score. First set. That one kind of comes in awkwardly. Montana Tech will just get it across. Rocky with a free one. They'll set to the middle on the slide. It's going to go long. Trying to cut the angle that time was Mulder. And just unable to get that one to fall in. So Mulder with a hitting error. Montana Tech up 21-15. Green into the net. (21-16), the Digs up over the Battlin Bears. Green handles that one. They'll back actually to the middle. And that one knocked up. Rocky Mountain College looking to get a point here. Green pops it up to the outside. Kennedy Wilmore's shot is blocked. They'll go the other way. Jetty unable to find the floor. To the back line. Green knocks that one high. Tech able to adjust. Kennedy Wilmore. And that one is in for a kill. Kennedy Wilmore, 5 kills on 7 swings. Tech leading 22-16. Frontier Conference action here on a Friday. Again, we will have action tomorrow at 2 o'clock as Montana Tech will take on Carroll College. The Digs up over the Bears, 22-16. We have a short timeout. We'll go ahead and take a quick one. We're back right after this. Welcome back here once again to Valley Bank Arena. Orediggers Volleyball here, a little Frontier Conference matchup with the Battlin Bears of Rocky Mountain College. Montana Tech, one home game of the regular season remains. That's tomorrow against Carroll College for Senior Day. We will honor the 4 seniors. And then they'll end the regular season on the road the week following, I should say, 2 weeks out. Nice job that time in the center. Setter just with a quick hit over the top. And Caitlin Wood will get the kill. Bears will get the side out. No one expecting that. It's our first real attempt at that by either squad here today. And Mentink is back to serve. Kristen Mentink, sophomore out of Colorado. To the middle, Oman long. Good cut by Kennedy Oman. She couldn't find the corner, so the Bears will continue here as Mentink to serve. 5'7" setter. Gives it a spin, and it's in. Back set the other way. Piper Jetty off the block. Rocky keeps it alive, knocked down. Battlin Bears will set to the center off the bump, and that will be point for the Bears. As they'll get that one down in the center, Caitlin Wood will get the kill. And Wood has 3 kills right now. She leads Rocky in that department. Tech leading 22-19. Nice set to the outside. Big swing. Kennedy Wilmore keeps it alive. Bumped up. Jetty will tip it across. Rocky with a look here to the middle. Blocked. Hits the ground. Point Montana Tech. Nice job that time by Ullman and also Kennedy Wilmore. As they both had gone up and on their way down, just able to get fingertips on it. 23-19, the Digs up over the Bears. Tight to the net and forcing to go backwards, Montana Tech off the rafters. Near side, Wilmore. Rocky digs it out. Bears will go to the outside. Nice swing, great dig. Wilmore off the tape, tipped across. Montana Tech will get a look. This is tight, and that's going to be knocked in. Great play that time by Casillo. She didn't mess around with getting it on her side of the nets and handling possession. She just put it right down. Diggs leading 23-20. And back to serve is Casillo. To the back line. Kennedy Wilmore. Now Rocky here on the near side. Off the block again. Dodson and Oman. So the Digs will be looking at set point here. They're up 24-20. 6 total blocks here in this first set for Montana Tech. 4 on the other side for Rocky. And Long serving for the set. 24-20 our score. The Digs up over the Bears. Pass to the outside. Big swing off the block. Point Rocky Mountain College. Nice cut that time by Fouth. Boy, it feels like that's about as clean of a hit as they have gotten here in this first set. And Fouth takes a really nice cut. Tech by 3. Tech with a good look here. Oman's shot blocked. Tech will come here on the near side. As knocked up in the air, Rocky keeps it alive. Long saves it, Treadwell. And now Montana Tech scrambles to get it across. Rocky with a free look. Over the block, Tech now in position. Near side, Treadwell, shot blocked. They'll go the other way. Dodson for the kill and the set. 25-21, the Digs will take down the Bears here in the first set. Frontier Conference action here from Valley Bank Arena. Thanks for joining us here on a Friday night. We'll take a quick break. Set number 2 will get underway right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Hey, welcome back here once again as we get ready for the second set. Montana Tech winning the first as we roll into set number 2. Tony's got his popcorn. Life is good. What's that? I don't know. Man, he's wondering, like he's acting as though I'm the one who made the popcorn boxes smaller. Second set. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. Montana Tech taking on the Battlin Bears. Again, remember, tomorrow Montana Tech will do battle with Carroll College. And we'll have that for you starting at 2 o'clock. As we get set here for lineups and ready to roll. That first set, Montana Tech ended up hitting 182. 13 kills on 44 swings, a pair of aces, and 6 total blocks for Tech in the first set. On the other side, Rocky Mountain College hit .056. They ended with 11 kills on 36 attacks. They had 9 errors, 1 ace, and 4 blocks. So we are ready to roll here in set number 2. As Mentink will serve it away. That one goes to the back line, pulled out by Hayes. To the outside, big swing, and a kill there for Treadwell. Peyton Treadwell, boy, she just got such good arm motion. You know, it's that same when you kind of look at, like, pitching form, obviously with the World Series underway. But, you know, you look at that arm motion, she gets her body, her shoulder, she gets squared up, really takes such a good cut at it and brings her whole body along, so much power. Nice swing that time. Montana Tech there to block it. Back the other way. Treadwell's hit is blocked, dug out. Bears with an opportunity. That one into the block. Rocky scrambling, and they'll get it across all the way to the back line. Some confusion here. Now it'll go back to Rocky for a free look. That one's going to go into the net. Awkward jump that time for Meyer. Right-handed hitter was kind of falling to her left and tried to get some angle on that one. Tech leading 2-0 here in the second set. Back to serve is Long. Austin Long hammers that one in. Bump set to the 10-foot line. Long, Leighton over the top. Nice block in the center that time. Abby Clark to the outside, off the block and in, as Amelia Casile will get the kill. Yeah, she laces that one between the blockers. And Rocky Mountain College will serve 1 point down. How's your pretzel? Okay. Casillo to the back line. Layton, bump set. Talon Dodson with the big kill. Dodson, kill number 5. Individually, Montana Tech. Thank you. Wilmore has 6 kills. Dodson has 5. Treadwell with 4. On the other side, Wood and Fouth each have 3. Into the block. Good swing by Fouth. Montana Tech was ready as Treadwell and Oman were both set. Tech leading 4-1 here in the second. Service, Hayes. Short set to the middle. Montana Tech in place. Bump set off the net. Rocky will adjust to the middle. Nice dig that time by Layton. It comes off the light fast. And that will be a kill for the Bears. Diggs leading 4-2. Second set here, Frontier Conference action. Knocked up Layton, near side, Treadwell. Good angle and a great dig by the Bears. And forced to just bump it across. Montana Tech with a free look to the middle. Oman, kill. Kennedy Oman, kill number 1. Montana Tech leading 5-2. And back to serve here is going to be Ellie Reinertsen. Reinertsen with one of Tech's 2 aces in this match thus far. Floats that one in. Back set. They'll shove that one to the back line. Montana Tech is ready. Over the top, Dodson off the block and in. Dodson will get the kill off the touch. Kill number 6 for Talon Dodson. Great swing for that young lady. And Montana Tech looking comfortable as of right now. Reinertsen. And a miscommunication. That's going to be an ace. Falls right between 2 players. Neither calls for it nor calls the other off. And Reinertsen will continue the serve. Off the tape. Great scramble by the Bears. That one's going to get in, and a kill will fall for Meyer. Boy, that's tremendous scramble. And the Bears will get the serve back here as Muller back to serve. Kyla Muller from Battleground, Washington. Digs up 7-3. That one's going to float long. So the side out to Montana Tech, leading 8-3. Second set. Thanks for joining us on a Friday night. Hopefully you've had a tremendous Halloween. That one rifles in by Green. Bump set to the 10-foot line, to the back line. Hayes to the middle. Big swing again by Oman. Kennedy Oman, the junior middle hitter. Finding her lane right now, and Rocky is going to call a timeout. Montana Tech leading 9-3. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Digger Vision. We'll take a break. We're back here after this.
Nucor is a great company. They care about their people. They care about the environment.
I've never been restricted to fall in a box. I've never been told that I can't do something.
I saw it as a great opportunity to develop a career.
You create your own destiny at Nucor.
We're building something bigger out here at Nucor. Come join us.
As always, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. As we have a busy day ahead of us tomorrow. As we mentioned, things will start at 2 o'clock as the Digs will take on Carroll College. as that will be our first game of the day on this floor. Following that at 5:30, we'll have basketball. The Montana Tech ladies coming off a big win over Southern Oregon a little bit earlier this afternoon. They will take on the College of Idaho at 5:30, and we'll have that for you tomorrow as well. Emmy Green to the back line, and that one's going to sail just long. So just past the end line, and the Bears will get the side out. Back to serve here for Rocky is Lauren Rodiker, senior out of Billings Skyview, transfer from Dawson Community College, and that one is going to go long. Good vision that time by Brooklyn Hayes. She made motion to it a couple times and then finally backed off it, and it did not miss by much. Heads up play. Service, Malia Harris. That one dug out. Back set. Off the block. Point Rocky Mountain College. Nice swing by White. Tech leading 10-5. Let's take a look here. Team numbers as of right now here in the second set. Rocky hitting 143. Montana Tech hitting 500 this set. Service is going to be a kill. With the kill is Albert. Zoe Albert will get the kill. Montana Tech leading 10-6. Green set to the outside. Kennedy Wilmore hammers it, and it will go off the edge of the block. Point Orediggers. 11-6. Diggs up over the Bears. Reese Layton is back to serve. And Reese looking to extend the lead. That one's going to sail wide. Montana Tech 5 service errors here so far in the match. Tech leading 11-7. And Rocky Mountain College will bring in Mentink to serve here. Mentink. Handled a little bit. Montana Tech scrambles, gets it across. Rocky will get a free one. They'll set to the outside. Off the tape, Montana Tech is there. Late to the outside. That's going to fall in for the kill. Kennedy Wilmore will get the kill. Montana Tech will get the side outs and push their lead to 5. Service by Austin Long. Diggs won in straight sets over Rocky. The first time they played down to Billings. Abby Clark smashes that one down. Now they'll go to her. Clark off the block. There's contact, and Montana Tech's Abby Clark will get the kill. So Clark will put Montana Tech up by 6. Abby Clark, 1 kill. That's her first swing. And that one is going to go out, and an ace will go for Long. Austin Long will get her first ace and the 4th for Montana Tech here this set. Or excuse me, this match, I should say. And Tech doubling up Rocky right now, 14-7. Long to serve. Pushing the line. Set. Nice block, and the Diggs will put that one down. Clark and Treadwell are there. Montana Tech's second block here of the set, and Rocky going to call a timeout. The Diggs up 15-7. Second set. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Digger Vision. We're back in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Back here once again to Valley Bank Arena, Frontier Conference Volleyball, as Montana Tech leading the Battlin Bears 15-7 here in the second set. After the timeouts, continuing to serve is Austin Long, the sophomore. After tonight, 3 matches left in the regular season for Montana Tech. Then off to Helena. Set. Nice hit off the block. Montana Tech was prepared to the middle. Abby Clark takes a swing. That one bumped over. Tech with a free one. Now Rocky adjusts. Off the line. That one hit hard. And it will be point Montana Tech. 16-7, the Digs over the Bears. No touch on that. And Long holds serve. Long down the right side. Back set. Off the block. That one's going to fall in for a kill. As with the kill, Talon Dodson, that is her 7th kill of the evening. 7 kills on 11 swings. Montana Tech goes up 17-7. Long continues to hold serve. Austin Long to the back line. Rocky, nice set to the outside. Tipped over the block. Tech will get a free look here. Big swing, Dodson off the block. She'll get another kill. Talon Dodson, 7 kills. So Long will continue to hold serve here for Montana Tech. And joining me in the luxury box atop Valley Bank Arena, Athletic Director Matt Steppen.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
It's great to be here.
It's a great day for Oredigger athletics thus far, as the Montana Tech men and women both getting wins in basketball. That one's going to be tipped wide by Dodson. And Oredigger volleyball out in front here in the second set over Rocky Mountain College. And amazingly, I was talking before we got started, we are just weeks away from the Frontier Conference volleyball tournament, as that'll be held in Helena. Carroll College, the place. And again, we have 12 conference opponents, and 8 will go to the conference tournament. And it's amazing how quickly we have already found ourselves at that point.
Yeah, it's kind of wild how quickly the fall's gone. You blink your eyes from fall camp, and here we are.
Back set on the slide.
It's going to be interesting to see, what the new conference, what the conference tournament looks like.
That one awful tight to the net. Rocky able to pop it up. Dodson tips it up over the block. Rocky will now adjust from the back line. Leighton to Long. Treadwell off the block. Tech will get another look to the middle. Omen off the block. And Rocky will get the point on the block as Caitlin Wood is there and in place. Any, from what you have heard, obviously we expect a whole lot of bumps and bruises through this process with the North Star joining us in the Frontier Conference. Does it feel like, for the most part, as you look at volleyball, as the first getting to conference tournament, does it feel like everything has gone relatively okay?
I think it's gone as expected. It's there's still a learning process as you're traveling to new places, and teams get very familiar with their opponents when you're playing each other 3 times like we have in basketball. Volleyball's been a little bit different model, where they've played each other twice for the most part in my time here anyway. But I think that's part of the reason why the season seems to have gone faster. It's because it's fresh, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you're seeing different opponents. You're seeing different parts of the country, and so I think that it's had the effect that it was intended to, which was to enrich the student athlete experience.
The one sport for me that really jumps off the page that I felt was going to benefit from the North Star joining the Frontier was volleyball. You look at the power that the North Star brings with Bellevue and Dakota State and others. It really does feel like the Frontier as we know it now, a significant juggernaut when it comes to Frontier Conference volleyball.
You bet, and a big difference that you're seeing in these matches right now is that, in the past, you're jockeying for seating. But now you're jockeying for a seat at the table, for a spot in the tournament. And so nothing's guaranteed at this point. We're sitting in, I think we're tied for 4th right now in conference standings. So we're in pretty good shape, but only a couple games above being one of those teams that doesn't make it. And so this stretch will be key these last couple weeks.
Diggs up by 10. Set to the middle. Ullman's hit. Knocked away. They'll go to the outside this time. And Rocky is going to get into the net. So as we get ready for winter, we're kind of used to how roads are in Montana and the Dakotas. When we get into this January, February, Mother Nature has a habit of beating the hell out of those 3 states in particular. It'll be interesting to see how the winter schedule goes here as the fall's gone pretty well to this point.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But it's not something that they haven't dealt with year in, year out. Whether it's non-conference basketball in the months of December. Wow, that was
hello, Kennedy. Kennedy Wilmore with kill number 9 in the match. There's the cannon attached to her right shoulder.
And I think that's a lot of the maybe, I don't know if misconception is the right word, but what we've done is not really changed travel a whole lot. We've replaced non-conference travel with conference travel. And that conference travel is a lot farther than it used to be, but our non-conference travel has been just as far.
Yeah, and it's really, you really see that in our basketball schedules. It feels like to me, we just getting basketball season underway. Both of our basketball programs, our men won in Dillon today. The ladies won here on this floor earlier this afternoon. But boy, you look at just how few non-conference games there are now. I mean, we get into conference games here in just a matter of a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. We've been used to the way the calendar has fallen the last couple of years. Conference play didn't start till January. And before that, there was always one conference weekend early December.
Yeah.
And then another basically 3-4 weeks of non-conference before you get into the true conference season in January. We'll be playing meaningful games. Not that non-conference is not meaningful, it's very important. But we'll be playing meaningful conference games. In fact, I think we're hosting Western in a conference home opener the day after Thanksgiving. That's wild.
Yep, Black Friday, we'll have Western here. So that one tipped over. Montana Tech with it. Nice dig by Green to the outside. Rocky, good scramble. Good angle, but that one's going to sail long, and Montana Tech's going to win the second. Athletic Director Matt Steppen, I appreciate your time.
Betcha.
And I'll, you've got to throw some paper airplanes here. It's that time.
I think I'll head down and award a prize, and maybe I'll venture my way back up at some point.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 sets in. Montana Tech leading 2-0 over Rocky Mountain College. My thanks to our athletic director, Matt Steppen, for stepping up, saying hi. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Start of the 3rd set, ladies and gentlemen, right after this. Top Gun Charlie. Hucking our paper airplanes for some swag from Valley Bank Arena and some tickets. I think anybody is a fan of sports. You love those extra things on the court. And when we have a packed house, and I remember I go back to last year's playoff game. Was it the College of Idaho here? And we had a full house and everybody just hucking paper airplanes, and it was just amazing. It was just a thing of absolute beauty. So we're getting ready for the third set, Frontier Conference Volleyball. As we get ready to roll here, number-wise, Montana Tech hitting 250 in the match. They hit 344 in that second set, 14 kills on 32 total attacks. They only had 3 errors with 2 aces and 3 additional blocks. Again, Montana Tech hit 250 individually. Kennedy Wilmore has 9 kills on 17 attacks. For Rocky Mountain College, their leaders, as actually team number-wise, let's see here, they hit 0. Flat 0 in that second set, 6 kills on 36 attacks. They had 6 errors, and that brings us to 0, 1 ace, 2 total blocks in that second set for the Battlin Bears. They're hitting .028 for the match. Again, Montana Tech hitting .250. Individually for the Bears, they're led by Wood with 5 kills as of right now. Dig-wise, looks like Orediggers has 6. Also Albert with 6 for the Battlin Bears. So third set, Montana Tech taking the first 2. And we'll see what happens here in the third. Remember, Montana Tech taking on Carroll College tomorrow. We've got Michael Myers busting a move over there. We've got Michael Myers busting a move on the other side over there. That's nice. And a big hit, and that's going to be point Rocky Mountain College. Off the touch, the Bears will start with a 1-0 lead. Back to serve, going to be Meyer. Floats that one to the back line. It's tight to the net. Good bump set. Tip down the line. Big swing, and that's going to fall in for a kill. Nice cut that time and a really high, well-set bump set. And the kill goes to Fouth. Rocky up 2-0. Third set. Bears. That one dies as it comes across to the outside off the block. Cross courts. Rocky will get a look here to the outside. Trying to make something happen. That one bounces off of the nets. And that will be point Rocky. Good hustle by the Digs trying to get there. Bears leading 3-0. Back to serve is Meyer. That one's tight to the net. Nice job that time is Layton right on top of it. Bears dig it out, should have a good look here. Just inside the 10-foot line. Now Montana Tech should have a look. To the back line, Treadwell. Both teams trying to find a little balance here in the third set. Thrown to the back line. Good hustle that time by the Bears to cover. That's going to go into the net. As White takes the cut, just doesn't get enough up on it. Hammers that one into the net, and Montana Tech will get the side out. Bears leading 3-1 here in the third. And Emmy Green back to serve. So Green will get the Digs underway here. Set to the outside, and Rocky another good pass and a kill for Wood. Caitlin Wood will pick up her 6th kill here of the match. And Rocky back to serve here is Ben. Bumped up. Tech. Nice swing that time. Straight down Peyton Treadwell. Treadwell with the kill. Bears leading 5-2. So back to serve here for the Digs. Brooklyn Hayes. Hayes. It's that one across. Layton to the middle. And Ullman will find the floor. Boy, Ullman got high for that one. Kennedy Ullman, the junior. Tremendous vertical to go up. I thought that was going to Talon Dodson the whole way. And Ullman just went vertical. Tech within one. Set to the outside. Big cut off the tape. Point Montana Tech. Nice swing by Fouth. And we are tied at 4. 4-4 our score. Third set. Rocky jumped out early. Montana Tech reeled him in. We'll see if they can continue to run here. Fouth off the block. Almost got the floor. Nice job by Green. Too tight to the nets, and that's going to be a kill for the Battlin Bears. At middle that time is Panzetta. Panzetta, the senior, out of British Columbia with the kill. That's her second kill in the middle here. I want to see what they list her at. 6'3". She looks tall. Green. That one's tipped over, and it will be Battlin Bear point. Nice ace that time. So the Bears will go up to 6-4 here in the third. Service, Kyla Muller. Talon Dodson with the big swing and the kill. Dodson gets the kill. The Digs down by 1. Tech hitting .333 here in this third set. Rocky at .273. And both teams, as of right now, error number is low. Both playing pretty darn well. To the line, that's going to be an ace. Reinertsen with another ace. That's her third of the match. So Ellie Reinertsen, the freshman setter, will get the kill, or the ace rather, and we're tied at 6. Reinertsen. Back set. Tipped up over the block. Montana Tech digs it out. Near side, Dodson. And that's going to fall in for a kill. Talon Dodson, kill number 10. Talon Dodson's hitting .500 right now. She has 10 kills on 16 attacks. Tech by 1. Reinertsen continues to serve. Knocked up high, Rocky to the outside. That one off the block and the tape falls in for a kill, as with the swing was Casillo. 7-7 our score. Rocky with the side out. Will take over service here as Rodiker out of Billings. Back to serve. Little top spin on that one. Near side. Big cut that time. Piper Jetty. Piper getting rolling. She had some injuries, timeout here early this year. Gosh, it felt like they were almost back-to-back. She got hurt initially in the Big Sky Volleyball Challenge. Was out for what I want to say a couple weeks, and then kind of got re-injured not long after she was back out. And Rocky got into the net. Point will go to the Digs. And the second time that Piper was out, Talon Dodson was also out for the Digs. So Tech was certainly missing some firepower up front there for a few. Nice set. Good swing. Montana Tech there to dig it out. Kennedy Wilmore off the block. Point Orediggers. Tech leading 10-7. Service will be done by Malia Harris. Again, remember tomorrow is senior day. 4 seniors will be honored. Malia, one of those. Dug out, up to the nets. Rocky scrambles to get it across. Montana Tech with a good look here. Piper Jetty. Big spin on it. Rocky from the 10-foot line knocks it across to the middle. Oman hammers it. Rocky's block was set. Tech bumps it across. Rocky with a free look here to the middle, and that one's going to go out. Miscommunication at the net that time. Tech leading 11-7, and Rocky will call a timeout. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on Digger Vision. The Digs up 11-7. Take a timeout. We're back here after this.
Hi, Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
A reminder, senior day tomorrow, Montana Tech hosting Carroll College. 2 o'clock start time tomorrow. We'll have that for you here on Digger Vision. And then Montana Tech will go on the road for the final 2 games of the regular season. And then it is tourney time. So back to serve, Malia Harris. Harris from down the road to Anaconda. Another Anaconda legend here on this floor. Corey Crum just went into our Montana Tech Sports Hall of Fame this past week. Big hit off the block, Kennedy Wilmore. Wilmore gets a big piece. That is kill number 10. Wilmore is hitting .409. The Digs up 12-7. Floats in, they'll go to the middle. That one is going to be hammered long. No touch. Point will continue with Montana Tech. So substitutions here for Rocky. As coming in for the Battlin Bears, Pospisil will come in, a junior out of Bridger, Montana. And serving Malia Harris. Harris. Nice set. And cross court. Handled nicely. Montana Tech with a look. Good block set. The block in place that time by Panzetta. So the big middle will get the block. Montana Tech leading 13-8. Rocky will get the side out and service back. So service for the Bears, Alberts. Service across. Nice set. Back line dug out, goes into the net. Rocky scrambles and unable to get it across. Montana Tech with the point. Back in at middle for Montana Tech is Abby Clark. Brooklyn Hayes goes out, as does Kennedy Oman. And back to serve is the sophomore, Austin Long. Long. That one dies as it comes across. Far set. Not much on it. Montana Tech with a look. Piper Jetty. Can't find the floor. They'll go middle. Thrown to the outside. Bump set. And that one is going to be a lift and point Montana Tech. Diggs leading 15-8 here in the third. And Long continues to serve here for the Diggs. Montana Tech continues to receive votes in the latest top 25 poll. 4 Frontier schools receiving votes just outside the top 25. And of course, we have the #1 team in the country in the University of Providence. Off the block, nice swing and a point for the Bears. Big kill that time by Meyer. Meyer's 4th kill of the evening. So side out here for the Bears. Diggs up 15-9. With service is Mentink. Floats that one out. Back set, Piper Jetty. And that one will go long. Tried to find that deep corner. And picks up and sails on her a little bit. Diggs leading 15-10. Mentink. That one will get across. Heads up play that time by Wilmore. So they called fourth touch. And Montana Tech pleading their case. Abby Clark did not touch it. Rocky will have the points and hold serve. 4-point advantage for the Digs. That one is going to be touched. Point Montana Tech. And a kill for Piper Jetty. That's her fourth. Jetty will go out. Peyton Treadwell comes in, as does Reese Layton. Layton to serve. Drives him to the back line. That one is awful tight to the nets, and that will be point Montana Tech. Diggs leading 17-11. Layton gets a ton of juice on it. It's just that overhand strike at service, and it comes across with heat. Cross set. Rocky with a look. That one goes over the top of the block to the back line, and that's point Montana Tech. Kennedy Wilmore with a kill. That's her 13th of the evening. She's hitting .393. And Layton continues to serve here. The Digs up 18-11. Frontier Conference Volleyball here on a Friday. And that one will sail just long. So the side out will go to the Bears. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. As that one floats in, Hayes handles it. Nice set on the inside. Quick hitter to Abby Clark. She gets it inside the block. She'll get the kill. The Digs will get the side out. Abby Clark, kill number 2 on the evening. Grad student. Back to serve. Emmy Green. Floats that one in. Good look here for the Bears. Off the block, and that is going to be a kill. Good angle that time by Fouth. And Fouth will get her 5th kill here of the match. Rocky trailing by 6. 19-13, the Digs up over the Bears. Back set. Treadwell, good touch. Boy, Rocky was ready that time. They had the block set. Treadwell just tips it over late. And the Digs go up 20-13. Montana Tech won the first 2 sets. Looking to get out of here with a straight set victory. Service, Hayes. Hayes. That one comes across. An odd angle for Fouth, and that hits the net. Point will go to Montana Tech. The Digs up 21-13. Brooklyn Hayes with service. Hayes. Jump serve across. Set to the outside. Fouth over the top. Bump set. Big swing. Talon Dodson. Kill number 11 for Talon. The young redshirt freshman. Striking with confidence here this evening. The Digs up 22-13. Down the line, that is going to be an ace for Hayes. Her first ace of the evening. She has 1 ace, 10 digs so far in the contest. Tech up 23-13. Brooklyn Hayes, that one's tight to the net. Kept alive, nice swing. As Panzetta takes a cut, and the senior will get the kill. Boy, Panzetta, great positioning that time. And she takes a nice cut at middle. Panzetta, 3 kills in the match. And Rocky serves that one deep. Green handles it to the middle. Oman off the block, and that will be match point here for the Digs. 24-14, Montana Tech up over Rocky Mountain College. Match point here for Montana Tech, and with service is Ellie Reinertsen. So Reinertsen serving for the match. And Reinertsen floats that one deep. Rocky will scramble to get it across. Montana Tech with a free one. Reinertsen to the outside, and Dodson will pull that one wide. So that one yanked wide. Bears will get the side out, trailing 24-15. And with service is Roddicker. Lauren Roddicker, a senior out of Billings Skyview. She came by way of Dawson Community College. Side spin on that. Montana Tech to the middle. Oman tips it over the block. That is point, and that is match for Montana Tech. The Digs will get the win, 25-15. The Orediggers take down the Battlin Bears in a Frontier Conference matchup here at Valley Bank Arena. Let's take a look at the final numbers for Rocky Mountain College. In the match, they hit .050 as they hit 103 there in that third set. So Rocky Mountain College, once again, .05 hitting percentage in this contest. They finished with 26 total kills on 101 total attacks with 21 errors in the match, 3 aces and 7 total blocks. Individually, they were led by Wood, as Wood had 7 kills on 20 total attacks. She also had 3 assisted blocks for the Battlin Bears. From there, Fouth had 5 kills, Meyer had 4, and Casil had 3. Other numbers of notes, Roddicker will lead them with 9 digs here in the contest for Rocky Mountain College. On the other side, Montana Tech hit 284 in the match. They hit 364 in the third set, and really looking good. In the match, they had 43 kills on 109 total attacks. They finished with 12 errors, 6 aces, and 9 total blocks for the Orediggers out of Montana Tech. Let's see, individually led by Kennedy Wilmore, 13 kills on 28 attacks. Talon Dodson, the freshman, 11 kills on 18 total attacks. Dodson hit 444. Wilmore hit 393. Reese Layton leads the Digs with 21 total assists. And Brooklyn Hayes and also Austin Long will both finish with 10 digs for the Orediggers out of Montana Tech. So let me pull that up here and give you a look at how things stand here as of right now. With the win, Montana Tech will go to 11-8 overall and position themselves well, but a big one tomorrow with Carroll College. Carroll will be in the house, 2 o'clock start time, and of course we'll have it for you here on Digger Vision as Montana Tech taking on Carroll College. So once again, the Digs get the clean sweep over the Battlin Bears. I'm Paul Panisco. Thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision as we wrap up a great day of action here at Valley Bank Arena. Have yourself a great night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Remember, 2 p.m. start time, volleyball, Montana Tech taking on Carroll College. Then at 5:30, the Montana Tech ladies basketball team will be on the floor. They'll take on the College of Idaho at 5:30, and we will have both of those for you here on Digger Vision. Have yourself a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.